首先，让我们介绍先攻的韩国队教练以及先发球员。Introducing the starting lineup for Team Korea。总教练 Manager Kim Cha-yo， 教练 Coach Kim Hyun-ho， 教练 Coach Chung Cha-mo。第一棒 Batting First Number 5 To Tong-hyun， 第二棒 Batting Second Number 8 Na Hyang-cho， 第三棒 Batting Third Number 9 Lee Tae-woo， 第四棒 Batting Fourth Number 4 Lee Tae-jun。第五棒 Batting Fifth Number 10 Yoo Young-jae， 第六棒 Batting Sixth Number 1 Chung Moon-hyo， 第七棒 Batting Seventh Number 11 Chung Min-gyu， 第八棒 Batting Eighth Number 7 Park Ye-chun， 第九棒 Batting Ninth Number 14 In Pyong-hyun， 以及所有球员 and the rest of the team。
接着介绍先手的澳洲队教练以及先发球员。Introducing the starting lineup for Team Australia， 总教练 Manager Brian Murphy。
Will be the name of the game for Shimon Slapita today. Talking to Brian yesterday in their 7-run win over Mexico. It was all scored very early, 3 runs in the 2-1 to do. Well, he left it up, didn't he? But he got away with it. It's popped up. Nadai wants it. He makes the catch on the edge of the infield grass. Was one of the few that was not a part of the run parade yesterday, at least as far as driving them in, but he did score to the previous hitter. We'll need to be careful here. Here's a payoff. Just on the inner part of the plate. It gets away from Kittle. Nas down to first quickly, but he will stay put there. Already of the tournament. Now here is Lee Tae. Good day for him yesterday afternoon, 2 for 3. Runner is going, and it'll be without a throw. There's a stolen base for Hyun Na, rather, I should say. Tae, who drove in 3 yesterday. Lefty waits, and it misses on the inner edge. Runner going to third now as the ball gets away. This is yesterday, so they won't be available until Monday. Here's a 2-2. This one hit off the end of the bat, dying quickly, and Korea will take an early lead. Lee on his way to second base. He will set up shop there. It's his 4th RB. A good piece of hitting this was. Hit it off the end of the bat. Found the empty spot in the outfield. Straightaway center. Lachlan Vela sees the... Here's Lee Jae-jun. Runner is going. There won't be a throw. Another stolen base. Hyun-so Na doesn't steal second base and take third on the wild pitch. He might not said he does. And now Lee finds himself 75 feet away from making it a 2-0 game. This one gets away. Bounces away from Kittle. The toss back is not in time, and it is indeed 2-0 Korea. But early on in the first inning for Australia. Kittle just couldn't keep it in front. That ball well off the plate. Got to it quickly. Good anticipation from Lee. He was able to jog in quick. It's by no means a long backstop here in Tainan. As this one's hammered into left field. There's another base hit. Second of the inning for Korea. They just keep the line moving. Koreans are piling it on early. They were doing a lot of that in batting practice. Line drive, base hits into the outfield. Trying to work his way out of an early jam. 2 runs have crossed. A man aboard at first. Runner going. The throwdown's going to be well high, but second baseman was backing up. And now an RBI chance for Yoo Young-jae. 1 for 2 with a walk yesterday. The 1-1. The secondary lead these Koreans are getting is unbelievable. That was an easy advance on that ball that gets by the catcher. The payoff to Yoo. Inside ball number 4. It's the second walk of the inning. Slapeta love a ground ball up the middle. They've got 2 good ones, and Lachlan Heap at short. Max Durrington at second base. They could turn 2, no problem. That would be a gift for the Australian right-hander here. First offering up and over the plate. Korea won't give him the chance. There's another stolen base. Was it ever in doubt? Yoo takes off with the first lengthy first inning for the Australian right-hander. Can he get the out? 2-2, swung on and missed. That's a big strikeout. wait a bit longer, perhaps, than what he was expecting to take the mound in the bottom of the first inning. Well, that to a 3 or 4-0 lead. That'll be a balk on Slapeta. On deck. See what Slapeta conjures up on the 3-0. Off speed again, and it just missed off the outer edge. And a 4-pitch. The 8th hitter here at the top of the first inning. Missing an opportunity to medal in this tournament 2 years ago, a 2-1. This one tapped toward the third base side. There's Nadai. Charges, makes the play, and they late. Be content with a 3-0 deficit. Here is how the Korean team will line up. The 9-man sidewinder. He's not quite a submariner. He's somewhere in between. If 3-quarter, the young right-hander for Korea. Awkward. This one's flied out to left field. Du is there. He makes a couple of steps in to make the catch. And Durrington is retired, as Durrington was. There's not many left-handers in this Australian lineup. Durrington was able to make good contact on the right-hander. 12-year-olds in the world of baseball, do you? Baseball, because even on top of the baseball, you might still be fouling him straight back with all of that upward movement. Here's a 2-2, and again, a fly ball. This one popped up on the infield. That one to Bach at shortstop, and there's 2 away. Riley Cooper just giving Josh Nadai the scouting report on the pitcher. He's a 12-year-old. It's unbelievable. 2-0. This one gets in on Nadai. Does it stay fair? It will. The toss to first base, the out, and the end of getting your feet wet. You never know what will happen when you come back. U-15. So 41 pitches in total for Slapeta. Won't he? He's been busy. The Australian backstop. Here's the payoff called. Strike number 3. Froze Byung-Young Im. That's where Christian Hauser wants to live, on that outer edge to right-handers. Shimon Slapeta wasn't able to do in the first inning. He did get the out on the first man that he faced, but then was rattled from that point forward. Is a ground ball to Nadai. What a pickup from the Australian third baseman. Good stretch by Thwaites. Makes a strike. Walked. Hausler trying to work a 1-2-3 top half of the second inning. 2-2, and it hit him. It bounced just before it. If Hausler can pitch around the 2-out hit by pitch. Lee Tay, who base on the air, was bobbled by Lachlan Vela in center field, and he reached second. Here the runner is going. There will be a throw down, but it won't be in time. And Hausler choosing to focus on the hitter. Runner is going. They'll throw down to third. And another stolen base. Christian Hausler trying to keep them scoreless in the second. The 2-2 line into left center. That'll get down, and another run will score. It'll roll all the way to the wall. And it was a single and an error an inning ago, but a true double this time for Lee Tay. His 3rd of the tournament, already his 5th run driven in. The 3-hole early, 5s all around for Nak-Hyun So. He set that up with the 2 stolen bases, and he's driven in by that man. What a piece of hitting. Goes the opposite way, left center. And rolled all the way to the, again, what looked like a not-to-do inning for Korea has turned into a run because of their base running. This one lined at Nadai, third base. 30 degrees Celsius, humidity in the 80%. It is a warm morning. This one's popped up, deep short. That's a good play. Going back on it was Bach. Thwaites was the starting pitcher well against the Americans. 3 1/3 innings. And another pop fly. This one to the left side. Third baseman is there. Lee makes the catch. Yu is throwing. Here's an 0-2 to Mochizuki. Swung out and missed. First strike. Take the baseball for his 2nd inning of work after coming on in relief of Shimon Slapeta. There's a hard hit ground ball to second. That's picked up on a couple of hops by Max Durrington. Makes the play over to first. Darrington was a big leaguer for parts of 5 different seasons. All up, played in 140 big league games between Knight Kittle behind home plate. Let's see what he serves up on the 1-2. There it is again, falling off to the right hand. Will hit in the pitcher spot. As effective as Jungmin Yu has been atop the mound, he still had plenty more pitches in him without required rest tomorrow, but they elect to pull him. Here's a high fly ball into center. How about a 1-2-3 inning? The afternoon or morning, I should say, has come to a close for Jungmin Yu. Faced 6 and retired them all. Lim Oh-jil will be the next pitcher for Korea. This ball is hit into right center field, but over to get it is Na. Makes the play on the run. That's now 7 up and 7. Liam Kittle, the Australian catcher, did not play yesterday, taking his first. Will without a doubt replace him in the 9 spot of the order. We'll hit second next inning. There's a fastball again, swung through and missed. And Kittle is down 0 for 1 yesterday in Australia's loss to the United States. Monday before finishing up against Italy. Final game of this opening round. The 2-2 called strike 3. A fastball painted on the outer edge. And face the 8, 9, and 1 spots in the order. Bak Ig. There's a ball line towards short over the head of Heap and into left. Leadoff base hit. Patient plate appearance for Bak Ig Chang. And he breaks a string of 3 reach base this morning for Korea. Good piece of hitting on a 3-2 pitch. Went out over the plate, but he pulled it into left center field. Really good piece of hitting. Jae Hwan for the first time in this tournament. Runner is going, and there's another stolen base for Korea. It's number 6 in the morning. Coping with some of the rules that are played as part of this U-12 World Cup. As talked about, they have to adjust to the 51-foot rubber, the 75-foot bases. Doing it for the first time here in Tainan. It's a phenomenal learning experience for them. Here's a ground ball right side. What a pickup by Darrington. Plants and throws. Was good. The 3 Premier 12 groups will advance to the Super Round. This ball gets away from the catcher. Runner coming home, and there won't be a play. It's all said and done, I'm sure. Maybe we'll sleep easy tonight. He has been busy. Liam Kittle behind home plate. There's a ball launched into right field. First opportunity in the field for Mochizuki, and it gets by him. It'll roll near the warning track, and advancing all the way to second will be Du Dong-yeon. I'm not sure that Mochizuki got a glove on the base. Did not start behind home plate for Brian Murphy's team yesterday. Planted into the balls and 2 strikes. Big lead at second base for Du, as you can see in the bottom of your screen. He is going. The pitch is low, and that'll be stolen base number 7. 2 pitches to be standing at third, 75 feet away from scoring another run. It's been their intent all morning. This one off the mask of the catcher. It squirts far enough away, and that'll be another easy run that comes home to score for Korea. Du Dong-yeon, again, a big secondary lead at third base. It was ball 4. Things starting to slip away from Australia. Another runner going. There's stolen base number 8. Runs allowed more so than those that are scored, but you never know. A step or two, you may give your catcher an opportunity to throw him out. Runner is going, but there won't be a throw. And another big secondary lead. Because they just don't think. Not only are all 3 of those some of the best baseball playing nations in a senior division, they do it at this tournament as well. Here's another ground ball that's through the hole. Another run will come home to score. And again, it was a base on balls, a pair of stolen bases, and a manufactured run. Korea, but the immediate concern is with their center fielder. And without a doubt, their best hitter, an RBI machine, in Lee Tae. He gets his 6th of the tournament. Let's have a look at what might have happened. Oh. Well, you hate to see that. He wasn't looking at the base. He was looking at the right field. It was by our Videoland production crew doing a fantastic job. And he is going. Got a good secondary lead and lucks out as the pitch goes to the back. Sixth. Canada and Cuba will be the first game of the day on the 6th, and Australia and Korea will follow. Here's a deep drive, left field, and gone. He threatened to do it 3 pitches earlier. He gets his pitch again and doesn't disappoint. Lee Jae-jun, a big fly deep into left field, the first of the tournament for Korea. And it's a 9-0 advantage here in the top of the 4th. Wasn't hit quite as hard as the one that he hit foul earlier in the at-bat, but that doesn't count. It's worth 2 runs, none the same, and a big congratulations from his teammates. Home run of the tournament for the Koreans. RBI's number 3. That's why the field dimensions are the way they are, to level the playing field. This is for real, this tournament. It's for ranking points. Here's Lachlan Heap. Boy, he's as good as they come over at shortstop. Yoddles it up, throws across, and there's 2 away. Got pitching with 2 away, nobody aboard here in the top of the 4th inning. 5 runs have already crossed for Korea. Exponentiated by the 2-run blast from Lee Jae-jun. Jung-moon Yin is the man at the plate. How about a high fly ball into left field? Cooper is there to make the catch. That's efficiency for Alistair Ballantyne. 1 pitch, 1 out. Bottom of the 4th inning in Tainan. A gorgeous morning for baseball. The Koreans well on their way to a 2-0 start. Arm for Kim Se. Oil swings through this. It's dropped by the catcher. Jung will do the obligatory throw down. We'll get that change for you momentarily. Riley Cooper will hit with a man out. 3rd inning. And now Lee Ming-jae, not afraid to challenge hitters. There's a bouncing ball back to the pitcher. Lee comes up with it. Rather adventurous falling off the mound, but he makes the play nonetheless. No style points, but there's 2 away. Man, if you will, for Australia, he had the Australians' only base hit yesterday against the United States. At least as we approach afternoon, past the halfway point of the 11 o'clock hour. Here's a payoff pitch to Nadai. Off speed, called strike 3, and he knew it. Turned back, made the super round, but just a couple of years ago, and fell short from the right side, trying to put everything he has into it to get the ball over the plate at 51 feet. A lofting ball over the head of Lachlan Heap. Cooper gobbles it up in left field, and the leadoff 6 innings. Baki Chan, who the Czech Republic, boy, they are handing it to Fiji. 30-0 is that score in the top of the 4th inning. And a balk will be called here on Alistair Ballantyne as the runner was off. He didn't step off the rubber. Now as well, overcast clouds. White ball in the white sky, not a good recipe. This one is into right field. Mochizuki, did he make the catch? Oh, he did. The runner will tag to 3rd base. What a catch. Now, O.J. Wan is hit in the back on the first from Ballantyne. Well, that was a fastball, too. See Ballantyne just acknowledging the young left-handed hitter as if to say, my bad. You can hear that all the way up here. This one stings. Right in the back. Oh. Just recently inserted into the ball game. Only played a couple of innings at 2nd base before moving out to left field last inning. Looks to be okay, though. It's amazing how the body responds when you're 12 years old, isn't it? So here's Dudong Young. Runner is going. That'll be another stolen base. 3-1. This one tapped over the head of the pitcher, past his glove. Durrington is there, but he's safe. Gotten to that magic number 10 here in the 5th inning, leading it 10-0. Another RBI for Dew. Now, and that one again to second base. That'll get through the glove. Another run will come home to score. They're just playing station-to-station baseball, aren't they? RBI here for Na-Hyun Seo. A little bit earlier, and this is where that substitution came into play last inning. Lee Shi-min hitting for the 3-hole hitter. Here's a soft tapper toward third. Nadai's only play is going to be across the diamond. Makes the play. That's the 4th put out of the app. In the bottom of the 5th inning, if they want this thing to go any further. Ball gets away here, and the runner will advance with relative run blast. Valentine being careful with him. 2 balls, no strikes. This one chopped towards short. It'll be a tough play for Heap. Long throw for the shortstop, and it bounces toward the first baseman. Na scores from third. Lee on his way to second base. It'll likely be a single and an error thus far in the tournament. The 1-0 runner going, a swung on and line to short. That'll end the inning. Lachlan Heap, he applies the tag just for good measure. If there was a storm of the afternoon for Korea and Kim Sang-yap, they've been perfect to this point. 12 up and 12 down through 4 innings, and the 4th was Jung-Min Yu, the submarining right hand. 12 up and 12 down for the Korean pitching staff. Here's a grounder toward third. That one's gobbled up by Lee. The strong throw across and the good stretch. And lock 5th, and here he will get an opportunity with the bat. 4 pitchers that Korea has thrown at Australia today. There's a good off-speed pitch. The bottom fell out of that. And Australia will get their first base runner. Unconventional way of doing so. Heading down to second base, Riley Oliphant. In base, Riku Mochizuki hitting now. Could he have the first nothing, I should say, against the United States? Mochizuki, this one dying quickly. Who wants it? It's the center fielder, Lee, charging in to make the catch. And boy, that got... Flied out to right field in his only previous at bat. Here's a grounder to third. It's off the glove of the third baseman. Long throw across in time, and ball game over. Of the ball game for Korea. All sorts of moving parts, but they all played their part. And they upend the Australians 13-0, a combined no-hitter between 4 different pitchers through 5 innings. And the Koreans, a chip on their shoulder coming into this tournament, have started 2-0, a 13-0 win. 13 runs, 10 hits, 1 error for the Koreans. No runs, no hits, 2 errors for the Australian side. Korea, they are now 2-0. The Australians 0-2.